Hello again, back again. Same model, a different pose. Okay, head, cast shadow the head, shoulder, left shoulder, hand, and all her beautiful side of her right arm. Right arm, drapery, drapery, oops, drapery here. Hand is completely lost in the drapery. Right thigh and the left thigh, left kneecap. Hand, head, face. So gesture first, as we all normally do. Gesture first. And you have that shadow, that muscle here, which is, as I said, her right shoulder. This is her left shoulder, just lower here. And hand. There you go, a bit more. So left hand, right arm, there you go, and a little bit of, as I said, drapery, moves up, drapery here, here, drapery here, and background shadow. I'll just spread it all over here. Also this side, softly, but still there, nevertheless. Background shadow here. Again, background shadow. Shadow here. And a little bit more lines. Kneecap. Kneecap. So keep going again. Sorry for the delay there, and for the cutting off the recording video. Now that's her drapery coming through. It's a tube. It's like a tube. That's her leg. Well, her actually not. Yeah, thigh, leg, and then you are here onto the kneecap, lower kneecap, the other kneecap, and it's quite light, bright here. So tiny bit of shadow around here. For this kneecap, and also that suggests a leg coming through. Now you have a little bit of less noise from the room. Then you have drapery here. Now you have the whole arm coming right through here, and it just mixes up all. There's a mistake here. That distance is very small. Okay, let's enlarge this distance. So this hand shouldn't come right here, it should come back here. There. There. Yeah. That's more normal now. Then you have drapery coming through. There. I'm using willow charcoal. For the ones who don't know, it's just willow charcoal. And a hand. Just 1 second. Nemo, vai morrer. No, I won't do it. Vai. Vale, dos minutos. Tenía aquí un vídeo. Sorry about the noise again. So coming back here. Nice shadow and a little bit of background. And there, just to cover that in darks. Head, hair, and this side of her head. A little bit of shadows coming through here. So those shadows, what they do, they just incorporate everything. It's nice to do that. Look. No fear. Go through the whole drawing. You know why. Because now we come with putty rubber and then we bring back all these parts alive. We recreate them or redraw them. So with smaller willow, start, give her, indicate, eye, it's looking low, nose, and then you have this, and then you have hair. As I said, she's blonde, so light hair, light, not too many darks. There you are. Shoulder, slightly darker here. That indicates breast here. Then you have the arm coming through. There. And then the hand just becomes, it becomes already part of the drapery. Drapery again, loads of folds. I don't want to get mingled up with this because it will be too many and it will confuse. Actually, it's confusing me already, so too many of these. Just keep it simple. As much as you can, obviously. You need to every now and then emphasize some of them a lot more than the others. Fingers right here, moving forward. There. There. And then this shoulder is right there. Oh, it's alright, it's looking good. Proportion, at least proportion wise, looking okay. Even shadows are okay. Now, I could get involved with a little bit of her likeness, let's say. A bit more likeness. As in, is it looking like the model? Isn't it not? Which is not at the moment, but tiny bit of light on her cheek, upper lip, lower lip, and the nose. And you have cast shadow of a nose. This part is very, very dark. Look, this part of the eye, just keep an eye. Keep an eye on the eye. So this part of the eye is very dark, but not this. That's the difference. Hair. And also you have cast shadow of head onto her body here. Now light. This is also a light part of her. Yeah, that's it. That's good. A little bit more there. Emphasize this. Part of the upper arm. Not many muscles, obviously. It's a young hands. Obviously, you don't want bodybuilding there. You don't want to show a lot of muscles. It's not that the point here. So very little muscle mass. And folding more than anything. Beautiful folding. This is like, you could call it a study of folding. There's actually so many. Yes, I'll provide you with the original image for the ones who are looking on YouTube and they don't know that it's always the original image that I'm providing. Cast shadow of this hand here. Goes like this. All right, okay, I think time to intervene with the mighty contemporary for very, very darks. So look, emphasizing these, the folds, as I said, it almost looks like a study of folds, really. Then you have ring finger, middle finger. I don't want to get too much involved because, to be honest, it's if I go too dark, then it will overemphasize the fingers, and I don't think we would be very happy if we do that. I don't want overemphasis on the fingers, because otherwise it becomes a study of fingers. So you want an overall equal, well, not equal, but, well, how can I put it? Well, the drone that I see in front of me, it's equally drawn everywhere. Now I want to be a little bit selective, so I'm striving here to be more selective of what do I put or what do I emphasize more. And I'm actually doing a kind of selection unconsciously here. Or maybe even consciously, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Look, so a bit of darks here, all around here. We said the fold here. And more than anything, this is really beautiful here. So emphasize the parts that you like most. I mean, I like this part most. See that hand here? Now you might be thinking, okay, I like the face more. So it's absolutely fine. You choose the parts that you are more interested in. Now the fingers are completely become part of the fold here. So again, no need to go as the artist has done there. He just didn't put any attention to this part at all, to the hand. So why should we? Sorry. Okay, a little bit further out so you can see the overall image. Now let me see, she's a tall girl, so if I bring that that knee forward, I'll make her look taller. Now how do I know that she's a tall girl? Well, neck gives away. Bone structure, head structure, long elongated forward, upwards. So that's a very, very strong indication of tall. Or she might just have perfect structure, which is basically, could be an average height, but with very, very well proportioned body. That could be the case. Doesn't matter. Now a little bit of this eye. She's got one eye up, open, one eye closed. So let's open both eyes. There you are. Now she was actually looking low in the original, but I'm making it look up a little bit. Upper lip, lower lip. Shadow, because the light is coming this way. It's coming from her left. Her left. Now we said she's blonde, so putty, putty, putty. And let's start and do highlights on her. See, with a putty, everything goes back. So we can brighten up what we needed to brighten it up anyway. So highlight here. Chin is very bright here. Chin, jaw, nose, top of the nose. That makes the nose, brings the nose really screaming towards us when you do that. Look. The little putty, not a lot of putty. So keep in mind, you don't need a lot of putty to do those little interventions there with highlights. Top of her forehead. She's blonde, as we said, so how do you know that it's blonde with black and white? It's a good question, but it's easily identifiable. You will immediately recognize that she's blonde by the lightness of her hair. So no question about it. Now that's the area that I said I like it. So a little bit of highlight right here all around her arm, which makes her arm a lot, let's say, brighten up this area. So instead of doing it with black, I'm doing it with putty all around there. There you are. Now here, I'm highlighting this, which is very important there. Okay. And that gives immediately, gives away all this, the lightness of her hand. And now we can play around with some folds here if you wish. I think it will be nice. Look, fold means merge, where it merges with the whiteness of her skin. And then light, this fold here. This is really bright here. So go and emphasize this. Beautiful two folds, but more work to do here. Look, see? That gives her chest a little bit more light, a bit more chest, and bone structure coming around there. You can play around with some folds here and fold, light on the fold, and her thigh. Okay. And a little bit of, so her thigh, her leg structure goes, actually moves, yes, it's moving correctly. And a little bit of light here, sorry, a little bit of shadow, not light, in the background. And also I could brighten up this, but do I need to? Now on the original this is really light, but I'm doing a conscious choice not to lighten that, because I want that here, this to go and merge with the background. Look. Now why? Because if I merge it like this, look, it pushes the background away. It pushes this and the background. It makes them merge together. I have light here. The shoulder, the drapery. Now, little finger, highlight. And I could, so you see, instead of highlighting the shoulder, I'm highlighting the whole hand, look, like this. So I'm still highlighting a part there, but not the one that which it is already highlighted. So it's given to me ready, but I am doing, as I said, a choice, conscious choice not to go ahead and brighten it up. Might be wrong, Might be a wrong decision. I don't think so, but we'll see. Right here. Now I just like this part here, which is, look, not to brighten all that, but to brighten a little bit the neck, where the neck enters the hair and becomes one. So just there, just that tiny light here. Okay, let me move the camera closer so you have a better view and you see it. Actually, you've seen it a lot better than I see it, because that's right in front of me. Okay. Some chin work here. There you are. Now highlight underneath, so not too dark the neck. I've just identified a little bit short neck on me. Just notice this, a little bit short necked. So what I'm doing, cutting here, trimming it here, and you see, and then make the neck a little bit longer. Yeah. See, there are always solutions to the problems. There are no problems we cannot go through, especially when you draw. Not in driving, but drawing, yes. Okay. Just highlight there. And a little bit of highlight here above her upper lip. Oh, she looks a little bit perplexed, saying, what's going on? One eye is, oh, she looks like smiling. It's got an expression there. That's by accident anyway. I didn't intend to do that, but it doesn't matter. It's good, positive. Hairline, I think that's gone a little bit too dark there. So look, if I take that line off and merge it with the background like this, bright, you see, it pushes the whole head back, further back. It moves from me, away from me. See, I can do two things. I can brighten that like I'm doing, or darken this and darken the background. But I've done it here. So I don't want to do repetitive. Now why? I don't know. It's because you lose that niche. You can do it, but it doesn't always work. Now her forehead is quite bright. Brighten it up here. No, that's it. There you are. If I brighten forehead, it just brings it in front of me and pushes it forward, which is a good thing. And a little bit more jaw on her. So look, if I push this, you see, it makes her head look more normal. And what I'm missing here is this. Look, hair all around her jawline. There, that's good. And ring finger, no, middle finger, ring finger is here. She's doing that move that the models do normally, you know, put the ring finger up and stretches the middle finger, and then you have the index finger, and obviously thumb, you don't actually see it. Hold on, is that the thumb? Let me see. Yes, the thumb is there. So what we see here is a little finger. This one. It's a little finger. Okay. Okay, so that's the index finger. So brighten up this part, bone structure here. Now might look, yeah, it looks a little bit odd, I must admit, yeah. Okay, yeah, not very good. It looks like it's broken, and it doesn't look like it's the thumb there. But try and fix it. Now stump. Hopefully we'll fix it. So I'm actually, what I'm doing, I'm closing my eyes, half closing my eyes and doing this. See, drawing this area here, softening it. And I have a little of a shadow here, which reinforces the notion of this drapery. Two draperies which enter that area. You see, look, two folds, sorry. One fold, two are underneath her hand. You see, something like this. And now that is too dark, but play around with that and make it a bit less impactful. And make it part of a shadow and not a theme on its own. Dark, and I can darken her, look, her arm here. See the arm? It pushes the arm basically right back. Okay, all right, dark here, dark, and dark here, and dark here, and all around there. Now, all that is in dark. Beautiful kneecap here, so let's move that. See, there's a shadow there, which is the cast shadow of this knee onto, let me move the camera so you can see it, so her right knee to her left knee. Now, why do we always draw figure drawings? Why would you always do figure? Because it's the most difficult thing. If you can draw humans, you can draw anything else. And if you get the proportions right on humans, then animals are so much easier. But not only that, is that we know humans a lot more than we know anything else. Being humans ourselves, we can judge immediately if something goes wrong. If something looks wrong on a human, you would notice it straight away. It's a lot harder when it's a horse or a dog. Do you know why? Yes. Unless you have a horse, unless you own a horse, or unless you're crazy or passionate after horses, you would know then. But normally, you don't notice the mistakes on a horse or a dog. So again, human body is amazing. So look, this drapery is beautiful to highlight this. Look at that, it's making a bit of a controlled mess, purposely done. So let's emphasize this. Let's do a little bit of a there. So give it a bit of a theme here. There we are. That's a good drawing. Yeah. Now, in my view anyway, you might not agree, but you can always do better. There's no end to doing better. Always, always. Now that is too dark, so look, push it back. There we are. Push it back. Oh, that was too dark now. I didn't intend to do that. Bring it back, I'll bring it back. So let's highlight what I've took off, what I darkened. Yes. Light. And a little bit of light here. And then just pose here. Pose it there. Okay. Yes. soften it with my fingers. Voila. Okay. And a little bit of shadow of this drapery onto the hand itself. That's it, that's it. And some glitches, darks here and there. Makes it more interesting. Okay, well, I'll stop it because it's a good drawing. I don't want to ruin it. And yeah. See you next drawing.